Hi everyone, I'm Rob and welcome back to the Spurs Career Mode on FIFA 20. Now today we are going to be kicking off Season 2 after a third place finish last year. We made it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We made it to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We got knocked out 5-0 against Brentford in the FA Cup first round. So it was, as I said a couple of times last episode, a mixed season. But we're here, ready for the pre-season tournament, the Invitational Cup. I'm not going to be playing any games, not even the final. If we make it, we've got Frankfurt, Valencia, and Vissel Kobe in our group. So, don't really care if we win that or not. But here is the plan. I briefly went over it in the last episode, but what I want to do is sell Vertonghen. I want to sell Koke, and I haven't really gotten around to any other players, but for Vertonghen's replacement, I'm looking at Samuel Umtiti. Funny name, but let's ignore that. We want him to be a brick wall at the back, and I think he could do a great job at that. But so could Laporte. They're both 26, they're both high 80s, they're both tall, they're both over 6 foot. They've both got 2-star skills and 3-star weak foot. They're both left-footed. They're both, as I said, 26, fairly young, but they play in different leagues. So Umtiti would, we can offer less than his release clause, and that's what we're going to do if we do manage to select him. And Laporte would be a tad more expensive, but Laporte plays in our league, which means we could basically throw him straight in the starting 11. He scored against us last year. He's a very, very good centre-back. He has Premier League experience. Umtiti doesn't. So I'm kind of leaning towards Laporte, but he'd be expensive, very expensive. We're looking at about 15 mil for Ryan, nearly 100 mil. I'd say between 95 and 100 mil for Laporte. And then Bernardo Silva or Lozano for the right winger, because Koke, as I said, I want to shift him on, and Lamella's good enough for the bench, but not for the starting XI. So Lozano and Silva, of course, Silva's the better player. Lozano's a year younger. They're both skillful, decent weak foots. Lozano's right-footed, Silva's left-footed. They're both low centre of gravity. They're both from foreign countries, but Silva, kind of like Laporte, he has Premier League experience, and Lozano just doesn't. He's in the Serie A. So Silva would cost over 100 mil. That's the thing. So he'd cost well over 100 mil. I'd say maybe 115 mil. If we offer Koke, maybe 110 mil. But I want to sell Koke and get as much money for him as possible. And I want to sell Vertonghen and get as much money for him as well. Because if you involve a person in a deal, unless it's deadline day, you don't really get a good deal for him. So, yeah, I'd like to sell Koke and like to sell Vertonghen before we make any signings. So then we can have a nice budget, and so then we can play it safe and not have to make a close call. Also, guys, I will be simulating the preseason tournament off camera, just because, why not? A 2-2 draw with Valencia. Basically, a lot of players are out on international duty, so therefore it just auto-replaces the players with a couple of players that don't really play that much. So I guess that's kind of helpful in a sense. So, yeah, that's that, I guess. We're basically just going to simulate the entirety of the preseason tournament. Here we go, guys. We've got an offer for Koke. 61.3 million. We're, of course, going to go and negotiate. So they're saying we can get 93 mil. I think I'll ask for 76, maybe. I don't want them to storm out of the room, but I don't know how much they're willing to pay for a guy that had a fairly underwhelming season. Alright, I'll ask for 74, I think. If they pay that, I think I'm happy. 74.5. Come on. You know you want to, Lazio manager. No. Okay, at least they didn't storm out of the room. So let's ask for 70 million, or, okay, 71 million. Just because I don't really want to take less than 70 million. They're not willing to barge, are they? We don't want to sell on clause. Alright, let's lower this to 70 then. 70 million. Nah, they're not going to pay that. So why does it say we could get up to 93 million for him when they won't even take 70? That's annoying, but we will get more offers for Koke, but that one has unfortunately broken down with Lazio, probably just because they don't have the financial needs or the financial means necessary to go forward with that deal. Alright guys, I have big news for you. We have an agreement for Vertonghen sale, 41 million with AS Monaco. I kind of did this behind closed doors. Jesus, 41 million is very, very good for a player like Vertonghen who's going down. Thank you for your service, Jan Vertonghen. You have been a valiant player and a good vice captain for Tottenham. But we'll see you later. We also have an offer for Koke. 61.3. Again, we're going to try and negotiate for 70 million. That's the plan here. Glad that we can shift on Vertonghen for a very good amount of money, if you ask me. But here we go. 61.3. I want 70 million, really. I know that they're not going to give it to me, but come on, just give me a good amount for him. He's done it! Yes, he's accepted 71, so he might have been able to get a bit more out of him. But 41 plus 71, that's over 100 million more. That alone pays for Bernardo Silva, so really 71 million is a good deal. So, yeah, there you go. And I'll let you know if these two players managed to reach an agreement with Monaco and Everton. Only problem is, Koke is going to another Premier League club. That is quite annoying, but it's a good get for Everton, and I hope he works out there, and I hope he fits Everton's system better than he fit ours. Also, we have tried to loan out Jack Clark. It hasn't quite gone through yet, but we have loaned out Tashan Oakley-Booth. I'm sorry, I feel like I have Tourette syndrome sometimes, guys. I just can't get my words out. But yeah, I'll update you guys on those deals in just a minute. Alright guys, we have a couple of notifications. So, Clark has been loaned out. Koke has been sold. There you go. So, we've got 64 million from that. I don't know why it takes away 7 million, but it is what it is. By the way, we did win the Invitational Cup. We beat Frankfurt 3-1 in the final, so that's always good. We got 5 million from that. And Oakley-Booth has already gone. Or was that another player I'm thinking of? Oh, I thought we loaned out a completely different player. No, I'm sure we loaned him out. Oh, well, I can't remember. We're going to accept that offer from Hanover. But the big news here is Koke has been sold. Very, very nice. Some more notifications, guys. Tashan Oakley-Booth has accepted a 1-year loan to Hanover. So he will go for a year. And Vertonghen has gone to Monaco. So we've got 64 million from the Koke sale, and we've got 36 mil from the Vertonghen sale. So that adds up to 100 mil, I believe. So that alone, I guess, pays for Bernardo Silva. So that's very, very good news. So I think we go ahead and move Hirving Lozano out of the transfer hub, and we go in for Bernardo Silva, because I think that's who I want. He's going to cost an arm and a leg, but we have access to that kind of money. We have, I think, around 300 million now after the sales of Vertonghen and Koke. Indeed, we have over 300 million. So I am going to try and buy Lo Celso back, maybe. I don't know. Do you reckon I should offer Sissoko? No, there's no real point. It doesn't really give you the better deal. So why don't we just offer 96 million to start with? If they accept anything under 110 million, I think I'll be happy. But, wow. Wow. Well, I won't be selling him, but they want 147.5 million. What about I give you 10% sell-on clause and bring this down to 110 million? Maybe? I think they'll accept that, actually. No. Wow, they want an absolute ton. Well, we're not going to give it to him. It's quite simple. 122.5, maybe? Oh, they'll accept that. Okay, there you go. So a deal has been agreed for Bernardo Silva. 122.5 million pounds. That is an absolute ton, as I stated before. But, you know, I think that's how much he'd cost in real life. And he's better in this than he is in real life. Because of dynamic potential. So there is a deal agreed. 122 million pounds for Bernardo Silva. Now let's see if we can get the deal over the line. Alright, let's get this over the line. Here we go. We have to play this right. Still, 122.5 million pounds, bro. That is so much money. Alright, so I'm guessing he's going to want crucial. We're obviously just going to try important, but he will want crucial. Yeah, he's asked for crucial, so we're going to give him crucial, of course. He's on 290k a week. Good grief. We won't be here for even 4 years, but we'll just ask for a 5-year contract just to play it safe. No release clause, thank you. He's willing to take a pay cut, but he wants 2 million up front. How do we do this? Alright, let's bring this down to just 2 million, and we'll increase this to 250k. And he'll take it. There you go. That's the answer you want, guys. It's not quite what my client was hoping for, but he's eager to join the club, and he'll accept the deal. There we go, guys. We have signed Bernardo Silva. I'll fix up his shirt number in a second, but what we're going to do is we're going to bring Lamella to the bench like this, and then bring Sissoko onto the reserves like that. And look at that. Look just how much that improves the attack. We've got 88, 90, 89, 89. That is a ridiculous attack, bro. Wow. Kane, Eriksen, Son, and Silva. Then Ndombele and Fabian behind them with either Umtiti or Laporte, with Alderweireld, Pereira, and Grimaldo, and Lloris. That is a very good team. But Bernardo Silva, welcome to Tottenham Hotspur for £122.5 million. Alright guys, so Bernardo Silva will be getting the number 22 shirt for this season. And what's really bugging me is we don't actually have a number 9, so yeah, I don't want to change that though. Harry Kane deserves the number 10 shirt, and Lucas Moura fits the number 27, so unless we bring in a better backup striker than Moura and use Moura as more of a utility player, he'll definitely get the number 9 shirt. So, yeah, but main news, Bernardo Silva, number 22, I think that's more than fair enough. So I think next up we should go in for Matt Ryan. Maybe we offer Vorm in this. He will be our backup goalkeeper, Matt Ryan. So yeah, this should be good. Hopefully we can get this deal over the line with no problem. So let's look for Vorm. Where is he? Here he is. He's not going to add much, but they're not going to take him, unfortunately. Alright, we'll just offer 15 mil then, I guess. Won't hurt. Just offer it and see what they say to that. Wow, 16.8. So they're really not looking for much. We'll go to 16 and a quarter, because why not? 16 and a quarter million pounds for Matt Ryan. Done and dusted. So yeah, 16.25 million pounds. A bit of a weird number, but you know what? Who cares? We've got him for, I think, a very cheap price. I think he costs minimum 24, 25 million in real life. He wants sporadic role. I will take it. I mean, he's probably going to play most Champions League games. He's not really played, I don't think he's ever played in European competition before, because he does play at Brighton. We'll offer him a 4-year deal. I think that's fair enough. He wants a 1-year deal. I mean, at least we can get him on a 2-year, but why is that? That's weird. Disregard the release clause. We have to offer the wage. He's going to want an increase. I think we just play this safe and offer 85k with 180 up front. 180k up front. Let's see what he says to that. He's going to take less, but he wants a bigger signing bonus. I'm not giving him the goals bonus. We'll bring this down to 400 and increase this again to 85k. And let's see what he says to that. He'll say it's not quite what my client was hoping for, but he's eager to join the club, and he'll accept our deal. So we have now brought in Matt Ryan as a backup striker. So now it is between Samuel Umtiti and Aymeric Laporte for a new centre-back. That is going to be such a tough decision. I know, I said I want Matt Ryan as a backup striker. Of course I meant as a backup goalkeeper. That was a bit of a, you know, just one of those moments. And just quickly, guys, we are giving Matt Ryan the number 13 shirt. I think I'm going to try and just move Michael Vorm on. He's got the number 12 shirt temporarily, but yeah. So we'll see how selling him goes. So what I've done, guys, is I've set up a GTN scouting little thing for a world-class centre-back, because Umtiti, I really like him, but I think it's just a generic player to go for. And Laporte, we've already signed a Man City player, so it just feels wrong. So I was sure I was going to go for one of these guys, but I've decided that from a few suggestions from you guys, if you leave any, which you probably won't, so don't worry about that, but if you do, then I might listen. And from a scout report, I'm going to choose a centre-back. I might still go for one of these, so I'm not removing them from the list, but most likely I will go for another world-class centre-back. Probably not Koulibaly or Van Dijk or Varane or anyone like that, but we'll see. So I will see you guys in the next episode. We have completed 2 signings, Matt Ryan, the Australian backup goalkeeper, and Bernardo Silva, the Portuguese first-team winger. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.